Alright, so let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's Kata, aka Khalil Too Short, and today we're gonna have a discussion about Black James Bond and the rumor that's going around that they want such a thing in the upcoming franchise.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Now, I know a lot of people might be new to this channel. I specifically have a disdain for race swaps. I absolutely hate them. I see no justification for changing a character from the way they were originally were. No matter if they're a black character going to white, or a white character going to black, or a Hispanic character going to white, and vice versa. No matter what, I am against race swaps, even though I can only think of one instance where a race swap has worked with the Valerians in House of the Dragon because of the story arc that was going on right there. 9.999 times out of 10, when they race swap a character, it does nothing for the story, so why do it in the first place? So let's talk about James Bond being a black man and how stupid that actually is. But before we get into it, I want y'all to do 3 things for me. Can you like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel? And if you don't do all 3 of those things, then that's perfectly fine, because a black James Bond will be the least of your worries, because when they reboot the James Bond franchise, I'm going to make sure that 007 is going to be played by Hunter Schafer. Now let's get into it. Now there's a new rumor circulating around that Pierre, the dude that played that guy from that one movie on Netflix that everybody was talking about for 1 week and utterly forgot about, is being considered as the next James Bond. Now as for Pierre, I did watch Rebel Ridge. And the guy does have some physicality and presence. And when he got cast as Jon Stewart, I said, hey, that is a picture perfect casting. He looks identical to the character, so that is a good job. Do that and move forward with something that looks like the source material. And then when we're talking about James Bond, I'm sorry, but he doesn't look like a tall, athletic white man with blue eyes and brown hair, and it may not have a scar on his face. It's a dumb thing to do, and it's more of that pandering nonsense that I absolutely disdain, and it shows that they don't have any creativity, and it also shows that they don't have faith in original black characters, because I wouldn't be against you having another 00 in your franchise. We know how Amazon and MGM really want to have those spin-offs on the Bond franchise. They're just itching to do something with it. So if you want to do something smart and creative, let's make a brand new 00. Let's make this nigga 003 or some shit like that. He's from Great Britain. He lost his parents or something when they were slaughtered in Rwanda or whatever. Get creative. You can do tons of different things with the franchise without replacing the core character of James Bond. Hell, it would be smarter for you to do so. You make a show with a brand new 00, he may or may not be black, and then you have your actual James Bond that shows up as a cameo in the show, and you use that James Bond to catapult into your movies. I don't know, maybe I'm making too much sense or something. Maybe that's why Hollywood is so stupid. They don't have that. But this makes more sense to me than going, you know, everybody knows what James Bond looks like and what he does and how he acts. Let's make him a nigga now. I hate that, oh, let's get a black this, a black that, a black this. That's so stupid. Give me something original or something that's already created and elaborate on that, because the people that are championing, oh, black James Bond, let's get Idris Elba as James Bond, y'all were nowhere to be found when Amazon dropped Cross. You know, Alex Cross, a black character. Y'all were nowhere to be seen for his television show, but y'all want to jump on that bandwagon as soon as a white hand-me-down comes your way. That's utterly stupid. It's just as dumb as making James Bond a woman. You do not need to do that. Just create something new. But again, creativity and Hollywood, they don't go hand in hand anymore. And knowing current date Hollywood, when they reboot James Bond, he's probably just gonna be a back grabber anyway. So I'm already kind of scared on the way that they're going. But a black James Bond, it's just insulting to me. Hell, we have another black character that's something like a James Bond that you can take and spin that off. How about Shaft? How about you take the franchise of Shaft and make it from just that cop to, hey, now he's a spy for the US government, and he goes on these globe-trotting adventures, and he sleeps with all these women, and he stops all these mastermind villains. How about you do something with an original character instead of, I don't know, ripping off something white because you see that as more legitimate? I absolutely positively hate every time that I see a race swap. It just burns my soul. It's another shot in the back of black creatives going, oh, you're not important enough. Oh, you're not good enough on your own. You need this white man to help you in order for you to be recognized. Hey, Sam Wilson, we know that you're the Falcon and you're an original black character, one of the first mainstream black characters, might I add, but you're not good enough as the Falcon. Nobody respects you, and we don't have the creativity to build on your legacy, so let's take this white man's hand-me-down and give it to you. Here, don't you feel so much better, little nigga? Don't you feel better?
Why you booing me? I'm right.
And then the people that are pro-black are the first ones to clap it up when they get their hand-me-downs from those white folks. And I'm just sitting here like, am I the only one with my eyes open? They're telling you they don't fucking respect you, and they don't think that you're good enough to make something original. That would be like race swapping a character in a fantasy world with wizards who get shunned and bullied and shamed because he's poor and actually gets hanged at the school that he goes to.
Not a great plan.
Oh yeah, oh shit. They didn't think that one through. They just heard black and greasy and said, yeah, let's get this nigga.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way. I'm gonna just keep it real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
All in all, Amazon, MGM, everybody that's working on the Bond franchise, do not do this. You truly do not have to do anything like this. You have a video game that's coming out next year and it looks more in line with the classic James Bond than we know of. Even though it's not set in the 60s where I feel like Bond would be the best at, because all the best Bond movies come from that era, it still looks faithful to the source material, and it shows that you know how to do that. So you don't have to come out in your big budget Hollywood movie because all the woke weirdos that work at the studio are going, hey, we need more representation, we need more blacks, and da 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 da. And instead of being creative, you just, let's do a race swap of the character. No, don't. You tried that already in No Time to Die, one of the worst Bond films ever put to screen, and people didn't like it when you did it then. Even though you didn't make the character James Bond, you still made him a 007 when you didn't need to do that. Stick to your legacy, stick to the tradition, and if you want to do something new, do something new. Stop insulting black people and give us something original with respect and hard work put into it, and build up these characters and stop just giving us the sloppy seconds, man. And when you do reboot James Bond, get a white man. There are plenty of them out there working in Hollywood that can be James Bond. How about you get Aaron Taylor Johnson? He would do great as James Bond. Henry Cavill would have been a great one as well, but he's getting up there in age and we really don't need that old of a James Bond. You can find a different actor to do so in these movies. But y'all let me know what you think down below about Nigga Bond and how you feel about it. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Or are you indifferent and don't give a shit? Put it in the comments and we'll talk about it. But until then, it's been your boy Kata. Y'all be well, be easy. I will see you in the next video. Peace out, man. Black James Bond, that's about as stupid as like 3 white men being Charlie's Angels.